What's up guys, this is Zabi Toys. Today we are going to take a look at these new action figures based on the PlayStation games. These are produced by Spin Master Toys. These are 1/12 scale, 6-inch figures. They are articulated and most especially, these figures are cheap compared to other brands. Before we take a look at the figures, let's take a look at the boxes. Now excuse me if I don't have the figures in the boxes anymore that I'm showing to you, but I'm going to attach the pictures that I took before I took them out of the box, so you will have an idea of what they look like before I took them out of the package. First one is this 2-pack of Last of Us, which is a long box compared to the other figures. And as you notice, the boxes are similar to the PlayStation 5 box. A white box with blue accents, and it shows artwork on the side, render on the other side. It says the Shapes Collection along with the PlayStation Icons logo and another character artwork at the front. Aloy's box is a little bit different since this is a deluxe figure. It is thicker on the side and the box has a slipcover, and it does not directly show the figure, just a rendered art at the front. When you remove the slipcover, it reveals a beautiful artwork of Horizon Forbidden West. And then when you open it in the middle, it shows the figure and all the accessories and alternate parts since this is a deluxe figure. As you can see, Aloy has 5 alternate faces and 3 sets of alternate hands. I'm not sure why Aloy has a bio description on the back of the box while the others did not. Maybe because this is a deluxe figure, so maybe that's the case. In case you want to display all the boxes in your gaming area beside your controller, I'd say this does look good. Now enough about the pretty boxes, let's talk about Kratos, the God of War. Kratos is the tallest of the 5, and I would say that he is one of my favorite. Here's the 5 of them standing with each other, and now let's take a look at Kratos' articulation. Kratos comes with his axe and his shield, though as of now I only attached the retracted shield on his left arm. The ab crunch is hidden well behind his chest piece. He has a nice butterfly joint, double jointed knees and biceps, and ankle rockers. The axe can be attached on his back. Unfortunately, the dagger that you can see behind him is not removable. Figure is painted nicely with room for improvements. Some parts of the body like his beard, his boots are dry brushed. Now let's take a look at the shield that is included in his figure, which can be attached on his left arm, replacing the retracted one. The sculpt of this shield is nice, but I would say that the paint is dull and would benefit from a shinier repaint. Kratos comes with 2 sets of alternate hands, gripping and closed fist. Lastly, the medallion on his waist is movable. Next one, let's take a look at Jin Sakai, the Ghost of Tsushima. This is the first one that I bought on this set, since I just finished Ghost of Tsushima, and I thought it would be great to have an action figure of him. Unfortunately, I would say that Jin Sakai is the most underwhelming of the whole set. He's not a bad figure overall, but as you can see, the other swords are not removable except for the one that has a removable scabbard. Articulation is the same with Kratos, but as you can see, the cut on his knees can improve. The cape can be moved left to right and is removable. But the main reason why I was underwhelmed with this figure is because of his height. Jin Sakai stands almost the same height as Aloy, which looks very short for a male figure. But upon researching, I've learned that the average height of the samurai during the era of Ghost of Tsushima is around 5'3" to 5'4", with some saying that Jin Sakai is 5'7" in height. The mask can be removed and be attached back by hanging the rope on his ears. The face paint on these figures are great. Jin Sakai's face looks accurate to the game, and the mask has a nice paint touch to it. Now let's take a look at Aloy from the Horizon series of games. Aloy is a deluxe figure that comes with most number of accessories compared to Kratos and Jin Sakai. First, let's take a look at her articulation, starting with the most impressive one, which is her hair, which is articulated and has 5 pegs on it. So if you want to pose her swooping down from above, you can do so. Aloy comes with a spear and a bow and a quiver and an arrow too. The bow and the spear can be attached on her back. Her back has a thin peg where you can place either the spear or the bow. Unfortunately, this feather piece snapped while I was playing the spear. Maybe it's the wrong choice of material used, but I think I can glue it back. The spear and the bow are painted nicely, though it would benefit from some weathering. The bow has a real string attached to it, and the bow has a groove on it where you can place the arrow, but the arrow does not fit tightly unless you put it on the white and black part of the arrow. The quiver is very plainly painted, and I wish there's a slot where you can place the single arrow. So maybe I just drill a hole on the quiver so I could place this arrow. Articulation wise, I would say that Aloy is the best one. Her armor does not hinder any point of the articulation. She has a unique joint on her boots, that is aside from her ankle rocker joint. Swapping faceplates is very simple and straightforward, and considering that Aloy has a total of 6 faceplates, she's one of the most fun to play among the set. She comes with set of hands for archery, so she can hold the strings of the bow properly. The faceplates are painted very nicely, with every details such as her freckles can be seen clearly. Aside from the archery hands, she also comes with closed fists, open hands, and gripping hands. Last but not the least, let's look at Joel and Ellie from The Last of Us. I've made the video about Joel and Ellie weeks ago. You might want to check that out. So I'm just going to be quick here and mention things that I forgot to mention. The arrow on Ellie's bow locks in place very tightly, unlike with Aloy's, and also has a groove at the end of the arrow where you can slot the string. She also comes with archery hands, which I think is a first compared to other lines with similar price range such as Marvel Legends and G.I. Joe Classified. One thing that I think that they would have done better is the ab crunch, which works fine, but compared to Aloy, where her joints are hidden very well on her armor, the ab crunch cut on Ellie's was very noticeable. Her ponytail hair is articulated. Articulation in Ellie is buttery smooth. Her head is a little bit easy to remove. But overall, Ellie plays so good in the hand. Her bow and arrow can be placed on her bag, with an additional slot so you can put the rifle. Now let's take a look at Joel. When I first reviewed this figure, I mentioned that the figures are very glossy and would benefit from matte spray paint. And here in this video, I already did. I sprayed them matte. That's why they don't look glossy anymore. Paint ups are great, but some details on the parts of the body and the accessories can still be improved with the repaint. Let's not forget that the price range of these figures are somehow similar to Marvel Legends, G.I. Joe Classified, not like other imports such as Figma, Figuarts. So I would say that they did a great job on painting these figures. This Joel looks gritty, as well as Ellie. Ellie comes with 4 extra hands, enough to hold the other accessories. Joel also comes with 5 extra hands, and I'm impressed that they put a hand that would hold the end of the shotgun, while I think they could get away with just putting the open hands. They also come with this pistol for Ellie, a revolver for Joel, and a sheath for Ellie too. Now let's jump into scale comparisons compared to other figures. First is this M Bison from Jada Toys. Now this Jada Toys M Bison is huge. He's taller than Ryu and other characters. And here you can see that he can stand toe to toe with Kratos. So I would say that the Jada Street Fighter toy line can scale together with these figures. Next up, in my opinion, is a very underrated line. This is Bandai Game Dimensions Jin from Tekken 8. I'm thinking of creating another video for this to showcase the 4 Tekken figures already released. So please let me know in the comment section if you want to see them. This scale is slightly bigger than the Jada Toys. So as you can see, he shouldn't stand with the same height as Kratos, but here he does. He's a little bit big, but the scale is not that far. Maybe the Figuarts Jin could scale better than this. Now let's talk about Star Wars Black Series. I think they scale perfectly with this, as these are the true 1/12 scale. I think the Marvel Legends and G.I. Joe Classified are a little bit bigger than the true 1/12 scale. Now let's go back to the video game category. This is Arkham City Batman from McFarlane Toys, which is a 7-inch figures, and it does not scale very well with this. Another 7-inch figure that does not scale well is this NECA figure, Uncharted Nathan Drake, one of their PlayStation buddies, and they did not scale well. I wouldn't be surprised if Spin Master makes their own Nathan Drake. Next one is Marvel Legends Thor, which is a tall figure compared to other Marvel Legends. But here you can see that he does not scale well. So if you want to fight Thor using your Spin Master Kratos, I think you should go with the NECA one. As I have said before, the Figma Figuarts figure, they scale well with these Spin Master figures. Here is Figma Link from The Legend of Zelda, and he does look good standing side by side with Aloy. Here's another figure from the PlayStation games, another PlayStation mascot. This is Crash Bandicoot. This was released just a few years ago, and it went on crazy sale. So if you manage to grab one, they would look good with this, though the style would be different. Now here, let's see this Scorpion Mortal Kombat from Mezco Toys. This is way before Mezco Toys released figures that has cloth goods. This is a PX previous exclusive figure, if I'm not mistaken. It is a bloody variant, but this does scale really good. G.I. Joe Classified Blue Ninja, which is a regular size G.I. Joe figure, and it does scale very well with this. Lastly is the Jakks Pacific World of Nintendo Link from The Legend of Zelda, which I think Spin Master made these figures as an answer to the World of Nintendo line. This World of Nintendo line is way cheaper than the Spin Master line, but I think they do scale very well with each other. So if you want to display these Nintendo figures alongside these Spin Master figures, yeah, you can do so. Thank you for watching this video. I think the Spin Master toys, this Shapes collection line, still has a lot of things that they can offer. I wish they would release a Red Dead Redemption. John Marston and Arthur Morgan would be great in this line, as well as Resident Evil figures. I wish that Leon and Jill would be next in line. So here we go. There's a new player in town, the Spin Master, the Shapes collection. This is Zappy Toys. Please like and subscribe.